and we have made super crazy, insane results. Can you briefly introduce yourself so people know who you are actually and what you do?
Yeah, of course. What's up, team? I run a consulting business helping business owners kind of grow on social media. And I also have my own social media account. And I reached out to Sten to get some help with my fitness. I had a fair bit of understanding before. I was actually also a fitness coach when I first started on social media, but like anyone, you can still have a coach yourself. Doesn't mean you need to be solo on this journey. So I reached out to Sten because obviously I met him in Bali when I was first in Bali, and his expertise and knowledge that he showed me definitely stood out to me compared to everyone else out there. So I was like, you know what? I think it's time I invest into myself and learn what Sten has to offer.
To get lean for the summer, that was your main goal. What
Yeah.
is the result you have achieved?
Yeah, so I started off with Sten. I came back from when I was in Dubai at like 103 kilos because I was like bulking up. But then I wanted to do a cut, but I wanted to do a cut the right way because I'm going to Europe in a few months. So I was like, you know what? I want to like definitely lean down. And I came to Sten to just kind of help me like body composition, make sure like I maintain muscle as I cut. And now I'm at like 93 kilos and I cut down like 10 kilos. But the best part is like I've majority been able to keep all my muscle. And so it's been really good process. Definitely very, very lean.
What's like the difference you feel now in your because you are an entrepreneur? Like what is the difference you feel in your focus, your energy, or your confidence? Did that help anything with this?
Before I was like very like brain fog in a way because obviously I was coming off the bulk.
Mm.
I was just like consuming. I'm quite tall as well, so it was hard for me to get up there. But I noticed as soon as I locked in on the diet, ate clean, sustainable foods that didn't also take like much effort in tracking, because that was also like a big thing for me. I didn't want to feel consumed by anything. I was able to focus a lot more on my work. I saw obviously a lot of bigger increase in terms of revenue because I felt much more productive in work and I was less focused on the food because I knew that like I was doing everything right.
And what have you tried before that, before you started with me? Because you also said you were a fitness coach self. I even didn't know that. So that's sick.
Yeah. So before that, I was just way more conscious about tracking myself personally. But for Stan, he gave me like a personalized training meal plan, which is basically all I really needed. And I could write myself one myself, to be full honest. But the reality is like having Stan there who kind of took it out of my hands and just told me what to do. I'm a very like structured guy. So as soon as he sent me that PDF, I was like, okay, I'm just going to eat this same thing every day.
Yeah.
And it just took a lot of the decision fatigue out where if I were to do it myself, I could do it. But the reality is just like Sten's like guidance, I knew that I would be able to do it correctly.
And did you have any like doubts before we started?
No, not really at all. Like I've seen the proof from Sten before. I've seen his other clients. I've followed him on Instagram for a while. I met him in person, really genuine dude. And basically from himself, the results spoke. So I knew that like I'd done the training. I knew that if I just stuck to the plan, I'd get there.
Jake, how does it come you decided actually to work with me over all these fitness coaches out there?
You're right. Like there are so many fitness coaches out there, but you're also a super genuine dude. I know that you don't just like meeting you in person, knowing that you're not just so fixated on like counting calories. You also live like a sustainable lifestyle, which I
Yeah.
noticed on your Instagram, which I liked. Another thing that I liked about you is you tailor your decisions based to entrepreneurs. And right now I'm in a big phase of my life where I'm really building my business and like my health is always my number one priority, but
That's
the
that.
business is now obviously on par with that. So I want to make sure that everything I do for my health is corresponded to my business. And I really liked that was the service that you provided.
What would you say to someone who's in the same situation now, where you in were before?
Yeah, I would definitely say invest into a coach. You're definitely the first person that I invested into. And I think the reason for why I would recommend it is because it kind of took the external factor of me just working with myself. I always had you like asking me to check in. I also had you just like writing my meal plans, kind of taking it off my hands realistically. And like as a busy entrepreneur, like I don't really have time to like sit down, like plan all my things out.
Yeah.
And to be full honest, I also liked the little bit of accountability, knowing that like each week I needed to check in. You were asking me about my meals. We were tracking my sessions. I wanted to improve every time, but I also had that goal that I was working towards. So yeah, that's what I would say is like, that's the reason why I think like it's important to get a coach.
So what in this coaching program have helped you the most actually?
I would say the accountability. I think your response time whenever I had a question, continuously updating my meal plans every week, and then also transitioning me to that new software allowed me, like your own training app yourself that you built, allowed me to definitely enhance everything. I think also just like the continuous updates on like what you believe I was doing wrong as well, not just telling me that everything I was doing right, because obviously there's still a few times where I was going wrong, like not increasing my fats. I was eating low fats, and you're like, you need to increase that. That definitely helped a lot with like my hormone health. I noticed definitely helped with like the brain function as well. So I think it was just like the accountability and like the attention to detail.
Oh man, love to hear that. Thank you. So Jake, you travel a lot, and of course we try to build your plan around that. And how did you experience this, and how does this works for you as a busy guy that travels all the time?
It was really good because Sten obviously has like life experience around other countries. So I was able to just like send him kind of the different foods in the different countries, and then he would just continuously update my meal plan. And I think like now that I'm in Bali as well, like it's extremely hard because all the foods are different and the calories are inaccurate. So you like gave me a good guidance, told me to like really stick to these certain foods and make sure that I'm like hitting these type of targets each day. And then I think I also really enjoyed how like, because I am traveling, that did affect my training. You also told me like the best foods to have and the times to try train while I was traveling. And that was a big changer for me because like usually when I'm traveling a lot, obviously like with delays, flights, everything, like it's hard to like get a session in, you know?
Yeah,
So having that ability to kind of transfer wherever I was going to be able to just like make sure I stick to the plan, you
yeah,
definitely made that process quite
yeah.
easy.
You really smashed it, man. So good.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.